The story coming out of Ogheghe community in Benin City has left many people talking, because what happened there is both surprising and instructive. According to the information surrounding this case, 2 siblings were arrested by the police for their alleged involvement in a car theft incident. What makes this story stand out is not just the arrest itself, but the way the suspects were caught and how the community reacted in real time. Reports indicate that the situation began when residents noticed unusual movement involving a vehicle that did not seem to belong to anyone around. People in the area reportedly became suspicious because the behavior around the car raised questions. Instead of ignoring what they saw, some residents stayed alert and quietly observed what was happening. This attention to detail turned out to be very important. As the situation unfolded, information was passed to the appropriate security authorities. The police responded, and this response was described as quick and organized. When officers arrived at the location, they reportedly found the suspects in circumstances that strongly linked them to the vehicle in question. At that point, there was no confusion about what was happening. The police took control of the situation and arrested the 2 siblings. This development immediately drew attention because it involved family members working together in an alleged crime. For many people watching the story unfold, that detail alone raised serious questions. It made people ask how siblings, who are supposed to guide and protect one another, could end up in such a situation together. It also led to wider conversations about influence, decision-making, and responsibility. As you are listening to this story, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue to bring you stories like this, clearly and responsibly. Back to the gist. After the arrest, members of the community reportedly gathered, trying to understand what had happened. Some were shocked, others were disappointed, and a few said they were not entirely surprised. This mix of reactions shows how complex community life can be. People live close to each other, but sometimes they do not fully know what is going on in their neighbor's life until something serious happens. One important part of this story is the role played by alert residents. This case shows that security does not rest on law enforcement alone. When people pay attention to their environment and speak up at the right time, it can prevent situations from becoming worse. Many people following this story have pointed out that if nobody had acted early, the suspects might have escaped, and the vehicle might never have been recovered. At this point, it is important to say something very clearly. The suspects have been arrested, but they have not yet been proven guilty in a court of law. Arrest does not mean conviction. The legal process must be allowed to take its course. This is important for fairness and justice, and it protects everyone involved. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support keeps this channel growing. As discussions continued, many people began to connect this incident to a wider issue facing many communities: car theft and property crime. These crimes affect not just the owner of the vehicle, but families, businesses, and even the sense of safety in a neighborhood. When a car is stolen, it can disrupt work, school, and daily life. That is why stories like this attract so much attention. Another angle people are talking about is the issue of choices. Many online comments and offline discussions have focused on how small decisions can lead to big consequences. One wrong step, one bad influence, or one poor judgment can change the direction of a person's life. This is why stories like this are often described as lessons, especially for young people. As you continue watching, remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss future updates and stories like this. Some residents of Ogheghe community reportedly praised the police for their calm and professional handling of the situation. Others emphasized that security works best when there is cooperation between the public and authorities. This case has been used by many people as an example of what can happen when information is shared early and responsibly. There is also the family angle, which makes the story emotional for some listeners. The idea that 2 siblings could be involved in the same alleged crime has caused many people to reflect on family influence. Parents, guardians, and older siblings play a powerful role in shaping behavior. When that influence is positive, it can guide people towards success. When it is negative, it can lead to trouble. Please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really makes a difference. As the story spread, it sparked conversations about prevention. People began talking about how to better protect their vehicles, how to watch out for suspicious activity, and how to communicate effectively within their neighborhoods. Some people said they are now more careful about where they park and how they secure their cars. Others said this incident reminded them that silence can be dangerous. Ignoring warning signs does not make problems disappear. In fact, it often allows them to grow. This case shows that responsible action, taken at the right time, can stop a situation before it becomes more serious. The police are expected to continue their investigation, gather statements, and follow due process. Whatever the final outcome, this case will likely remain in public discussion for some time because of the lessons it carries. As you listen, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who want clear and responsible storytelling. At this point, the focus is not just on punishment, but also on reflection. Many people are asking what could have been done differently. Could better guidance have changed the outcome? Could earlier intervention have helped? These are not easy questions, but they are important ones. This story also highlights the importance of lawful living. Shortcuts may seem attractive, but they often lead to long-term problems. Hard work, patience, and honest effort remain the safest paths forward.